Okay, this is Matthew Roberts for the Healthy Blog. I am delighted to say I've been joined by Halton Clinical Commissioning Group's Engagement and Involvement Manager. It is Mr. Des Chow. Hello, Des.
Hi, good morning.
How are you today, sir?
Oh, very well. Lovely sunny day. Excellent,
excellent. Now, we're going to be talking about the CCG and its commitment to engaging with the voluntary sector, which is something I'm very passionate about, and hopefully we can help you reach some groups today. But for groups that have never met you or seen you at events or don't know a great deal about you, tell us about you, Des. How did you get to Halton CCG?
Oh, well, thank you very much, Matthew. That's really kind of you to invite me. I love to meet all of your groups and individuals. It's really important for myself to say hello and introduce myself, but also for the Clinical Commissioning Group, the CCG.
Yeah.
Because part of the job is to make sure we listen and hear voices that we normally don't hear,
okay,
to try and change and influence health services in Halton.
And I suppose some of those voices are going to be from the voluntary sector groups who, we would argue, obviously being voluntary sector ourselves, have expertise in a variety of areas.
Definitely, we've got to hear those groups that have been hidden for too long and doing so much, and to support our friends and colleagues, because they're helping NHS, because they look after and care for people and do those things that maybe the private side won't do. So we're here to help as much as yourself, and we want to listen and support as much as possible.
I think there's always a hangover from the 1980s maybe, where there's statutory over there and there's voluntary over here, and to some people in the voluntary sector they will always be convinced that statutory sector's against them. Whereas I feel that we're all working in the same direction. We want a healthier Halton. We want to improve the health of people in Halton, and whether that's an organisation like the Let's Go Stroke Club or Halton Autistic Family Support or you guys at the CCG, I think ultimately we all want the same thing.
And I totally agree. Most of the people that you meet and we know in the NHS, they're not there for the money, they're there for the same passions that we all say. And we're all human beings and we're all users of the NHS, so we want to make sure we get it right, and we can only do that by listening to the people. If we don't listen to people correctly, we won't get it right. So come and talk to us.
And I suppose that's the big thing, isn't it? You want them to engage, and the key for the groups is that you can offer some guarantees they will be listened to.
Definitely. We've got different forums and formats to try and engage, but because I'm quite new, I've been here since September, I need to make sure we widen myself in coming via you, Matthew, and for all the groups and individuals that we meet, to make sure those smaller groups or individuals get a chance to have a say. And we want to make sure, and we also have lay members on our board and in our organisation that will pass and move those messages on, because they are the people as well. So we have 4 lay members.
Terrific.
Which is really good, because most CCGs only have 2.
Right.
So we are putting our money where our mouth is, and we want to make sure we hear and do things as well. Right.
You and I were both involved in an event a few Fridays ago, and it's something that will be covered on the Healthy Blog at some point once I've worked out how to edit some film that we took on the day. And for me, one of the most inspiring things, I wasn't in any of the groups hearing the conversations, but what I did hear beforehand was Dr. Is it Cliff Richards, the chair of the CCG. I'm always terrified I'm going to get Cliff's name wrong and say, because I can never remember which is the famous singer and which is the
both ones with the famous.
Yes. So anyway, our Cliff.
Yes.
Our Cliff, not the national treasure, but the Halton treasure. I was listening to him speak to other speakers, the professionals beforehand, and he said to the group of people, look, this is very important. We are going to keep doing this until we get it right. And he wasn't saying that to the general public. Didn't hear him say that. It wasn't. I'm not breaking any confidence in saying that, but it was genuine. He's very, 100% genuine about the CCG will engage. And I think that's tremendously inspiring.
Yeah, he is a leader, and I think that inspires everybody in the CCG because of his own circumstance, his own personal, professional circumstance that he wants to help people.
Yeah.
And as I said before, the people who join the NHS want to do something and do something for the right reasons.
Absolutely.
And he inspires us, so we're going to keep going. And if we don't, we've got lay members, we've got you, Matthew, we've got all the groups in there to tell us right or wrong. So we're there for you.
So obviously what VCA have done in the past and will always do is we'll promote when there are events like the consultation ones you're having, but more directly you want groups with something to say to actually reach out and get in contact with you. So how can groups do that? If someone's watching the film today and thinks, well actually I don't think the CCG are taking stroke seriously enough, or children with disabilities should be more of a priority, and they want to contact you, how can they best do that?
Well, we'll send the information. But we have got a good website that's got all the contact details, which is just Halton CCG, which is the Clinical Commission Group for short, .nhs. If you can Google that, it'll have all the details and all the staff that you can speak to that have got different areas that they commission, to myself that is trying to engage and involve the people of Halton.
Fantastic.
So hopefully we'll meet and speak to some of your guys soon.
Hopefully so, and we'll make sure that that on the Healthy blog we'll make it very clear your contact details, Des. So
yes,
if
my direct contact.
Absolutely, people want to get in touch with you. So how are you finding Halton? Have you been in Halton for a long time, or you mentioned September?
Yeah. Well, what happened was I've been in the NHS for about 12 years now, and I've worked in North Cheshire Hospital before, South Manchester Hospital, the ambulance. So I've always been in the northwest, and to come back to this area has been brilliant, and to meet some of the new and old faces, it's been wonderful, and I have been taken back by the generosity and love that I've seen, and it's just been wonderful. I've not enjoyed so much time because it's been a pleasure rather than work. But don't tell my boss that. It's been absolutely fab. So to be paid like you, Matthew, to enjoy what you do is wonderful, and hopefully I'll be here a lot longer as well.
Excellent stuff. And to prove you're a man of integrity, you're a blue as well in footballing sense. You're an Everton fan. But we'll not offend any potential Reds out there. Des, thank you so much for your time this morning.
You're welcome.
Here's hoping that some voluntary groups see this and get in touch and get some dialogue going about what's important to them.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you
Thank you very much, everyone.